There's a guy who has saved a McDonald's hamburger, one of the small hamburgers, and it looks exactly like a McDonald's hamburger of old. Is Dr. Shaw here? Let's go. Let's get back to the McDonald's hamburger. Let's get my nut checked out. Well, no, let me do this real quick. Dr. Shaw, you got 5 minutes? 10 minutes? You got 5 minutes? So, maybe it's good you're here because you're a scientist. There's nothing about a hamburger looking exactly the way you bought it 14 years later.
If it's been cooked?
Yes.
Because
a cooked patty will stay the same. When my dad ran the Dairy Queens, this is horrible, but we used to, for a lunch run, we would pre-cook the meat and keep it in bouillon. Because you'd get so busy, you just slap it on. And if you left one behind, you'd find one that had fallen behind the stuff.
Yeah.
And it had to be months old, and it still looked
it has a
the
crust
same.
on it.
It's harder.
Yeah.
And the same thing, if you keep the bread in a non-moist area, like if you don't put it in a container where there's moisture, it'll dry out and look exactly the same.
It'll become
I
a
don't know why
crouton.
everybody thinks this is a deal that McDonald's is somehow doing something. You can do it with a Whataburger or anything else.
Poor McDonald's.
Yeah, I don't get it.
They always get hammered on this stuff. They're just because they're top of they're top of the ladder when it comes to
but
fast
this
food.
is all
you know?
they were doing. Some
so people take shots at them.
Trending now on Yahoo News. I'm Melissa Knowles. Preservatives in food can be as simple as normal table salt or as tongue twisting as the additive butylated hydroxyanisole. They both keep food from spoiling, which is normally a helpful quality. But today's story might make you think.
But that's an. That's in almost every food. It's not just McDonald's putting it in their food. That to stay fresh on the grocery shelf for a week, they put stuff in your bread to keep it fresh. We used to call it potato white. It's called MSG. That's a preservative. Yeah.
About how many preservatives some common foods contain. Check out this burger. It is a normal McDonald's hamburger. Twist is it's 14 years old.
It doesn't look any different.
It's been cooked. It has a crust on it. It's been caramelized.
How can they tell that it really is 14
They
years old?
can't.
And what if it's
carbon dating?
David Whipple sent the burger into the television show The Doctors recently for them to have a look. He explained that originally he wanted to show his friends how long the burger would last when he bought it. Eventually, he forgot about it and found it in a coat pocket two whole years later.
Wait. Hey, Dr. Shaw, what do you think of shows like that, The Doctor? Do you think that it's horrible for people if they're watching that show and get bad, may think something's wrong with them, kind of like the internet?
It's you know what, I've got my thoughts about it, but it makes, I don't like what we do sometimes here, but it makes medicine approachable.
Yeah.
It does, it takes medicine and puts entertainment together. You've got this dude
you should
in
do
the
that.
Scrubs, the cut off scrubs, and
you should get with one of the TV stations because you're a good looking dude.
Yeah,
and you're smart.
Talk good.
And,
you talk real
you're not afraid. You're not afraid of the media. You should be like Austin's.
That dude looks like he came off
He
a
was
soap
surprised
opera.
to find that the burger was essentially unchanged. Now, 14 years after it was bought.
I bet you it's hard as a rock. I bet you those freaking buns are as hard as a rock. It has
it's
changed.
dried out. Yeah.
Shouldn't the
mold,
bread get some
no
mold on it or something?
Well, no, it
Not
won't
if
get
there's
mold.
any moisture.
It won't get mold as long as you keep it in a dry place. It's when you get it in a, That's why it gets you get
Like
mold.
a crouton, right? That doesn't get
that's a
get
good
mold,
point.
right?
That's a good
You
point.
take all the
In fact,
moisture out of
The
it.
only thing different about it is that the pickle inside was totally disintegrated.
'Cause that wasn't
Whipple
cooked.
even has the receipt from his original purchase and says he uses the burger to show his grandchildren and to encourage them to make healthy choices.
You could take.
How are you going to match a particular burger to a receipt? Because that doesn't have a serial number on it.
All right, I think
Maybe it does.
Dr. Shaw just called you at the last minute.
Yeah.
I woke up this morning, walk into the car, and I noticed soreness. So I go back in the house. I take my pants down. My left testicle is swollen and hurts. And I went on the internet, and I'm dying.
I'm going to remember this day that I'm getting up. It's around 6 a.m. in the morning, and I'm on call and a couple other things. And, I'm getting ready, and I get the text. I'm like, oh, man, there's someone in the ER. What's going on? And it's you guys. I was like, we got an emergency on air. And can you come in? But
Did your people tell you I'd been calling the last week?
What's that?
Oh, what's that?
I was wondering.
Well,
I was going to ask you about that
first.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about
Handle the
that.
quarterback first.
Bob,
I've been trying to get to see you for last week.
I'm white.
Wait a minute. That doesn't make any...
694-8888, Dr. Shaw, Austin Urology Institute. If you're thinking about a vasectomy, it was nothing. It was great. Can I tell you this? Listen, I know you're on limited time here. You are on call. You doing surgery today?
Later on today.
Okay. Sex drive's up.
Big time.
Substantially from where it was. For him, he and I both. Yeah.
I love it.
Definitely.
It's
definitely.
it's still amazing. I think half of Austin listened that day.
Yeah,
and
I
continue
think
to have
so.
people come in and
Thank you.
And are you hearing the ads or this or that? Like, no, I was listening that day, and it's been in the back of my mind for the last year and a half.
Well,
and
let's
I'm gonna come in
reverse
and do
them.
it.
Let's reverse them this year, and then next year
thanks.
we'll
Let me say this. I'm going to be clinical here. Don't freak out if your kids are in the car. Ejaculate more than I was getting, but thicker.
It's 99% of the ejaculate volume comes from the prostate, which is a carrier.
Almighty.
I'm like
rough for
7:26 and 51 seconds.
It is early in the morning.
I'm like it's like I'm Spider-Man.
Well, actually, speaking of kids, there you hear so many incredible stories. There's a young man. He's like in his late 20s. He got his vasectomy. I was like, well, how did you hear about it? It's like I'm big fans of Dudley and Bob. And let me tell you, I would listen every day in the back seat of the car as my dad dropped me off to school.
Yep.
And now I'm this dad myself, and I listen to them, and it's my
Crazy.
turn, and I'm coming in.
We're old. You're right. And
The
when you
kid-
find
the
out,
kids
when you
are-
hear my
the
problem,
kids
you're
were
going to
bet-
know it.
The kids, for better
All
or
right.
worse, are listening.
Come back here. Let's do this.
Yeah. So,
okay. I'm going to
tell me what's going on real quick.
well, I just woke up this morning. I have a chest cold, and I started a Z-Pack last night. And I was in pajama pants last night. No big activity. My wife did reach over and put her hand on it, and said she missed it. And I started walking to the car, and I started. It was really hard to walk to the car. It's a little better now.
Just today.
Just today.
It's
And
hard
then so I in the kitchen. I got my pants down, and I looked, and it looked swollen, and the top of the left testicle is very, very sore.
Is it achy and sharp, or is it dull and
It's
achy, or is
dull
it
and
really
achy.
sharp?
It's dull and achy.
Gotcha.
Unless you,
Gotcha.
I'm sure you're going to pinch it and make it really sharp. But
And the last time you did have sex or anything like that, did it hurt? Was it?
no,
it
this
didn't
just
feel
came up today.
Weird. Okay.
Just came up today. Can you get some
Okay.
headphones over here, Daniel? And I'm going to go over here.
There's
You
no,
guys-
there's no, the screen
There's
is
no-
on.
wait a second. Wait a second.
I'll make sure I'm right here. I'll do this.
Okay,
Here,
What does
you come in here.
this show?
Hold on.
Yeah.
This show.
You come over here. Give him some headphones.
Because I don't know how we're going to handle my problem.
You squeeze through here, and I'll just go right in front of this part of the partition.
Can't you drape that the
You don't
KLBJ
look.
thing?
Don't look. Don't look.
it-
Okay, you go over there.
I'm not worried about you. I'm worried about my upcoming
for-
exam.
Forget headphones. I'll just bring the mic in. And I got to warn you, my breast's going to probably reek. So, look, right here. There, you got some. If you got, tell me when you're ready.
Stop looking, Daniel.
Gloves here.
Daniel,
Yeah.
you're being rude.
Daniel, can you switch?
Daniel's got the jacket. There you go.
We don't have our portable mics. We weren't prepared.
Daniel, stand there and turn your back to the screen.
Will you all stop being babies? This is clinical.
Yeah, I've actually seen all of this during the
And I apologize
during the
for
last procedure.
I apologize for all the hair. I'm trying to do a throwback to the 70s porn. Oh, okay, hold on. Here we go. Right here.
Good thing we didn't have the staff come in today.
Okay,
Oh, my
right
God.
there.
Here we go.
So let me check the others.
Hold on.
Where's the zipper sound effect?
Yeah, Doc, can you act like you're a bus stop drifter for Dale,
Stop it.
so he can enjoy this a little more?
So this is the testicle. This part is okay on this
Yeah,
side, right?
seems to be.
Okay, so we're gonna check the other side.
Yep, that's what hurts right up in there.
Oh, yeah, I bet it does. Did you see the way he winced? Doc must have gotten to the good
Ooh,
spot.
right there.
Right there.
Aye.
Okay.
Yeah, right
Oh,
there.
that made me hurt. Just watching him wince like that.
Just a second to check. Hernia, cough. Okay, done. All right,
All right.
all set. He's gonna live, guys.
All right.
All right, he's gonna live.
He's gonna live.
Ed, you just
It's
missed your
just not
opportunity
gonna
to
be-
see a grown man naked.
The Bob Show only.
Let me guess. It's that epididymitis.
Epididymitis.
You guys don't even need me anymore.
All right.
Everything you're all in. I love
He'll
it.
prescribe his
You-
own
you-
medicine.
you-
Now, what are you prescribing for
Little-
yourself?
You've watched the doctors on TV and everything.
I think you're just gonna need a little erythromycin or something, and it'll knock it right out.
So the deal is, it's interesting. You've got this upper respiratory thing going on right now.
Yeah.
Is this the FCC?
Yeah.
That is the
That's
FCC.
Clements. It's radio.
They're waiting right up
Clements.
front. Yeah. So you've got the testicle. Sperm is made in the testicle, and then after it's made there, it goes to this thing called the epididymis, which is kind of this little holding chamber for
Is that,
sperm.
that little upper
It's
thing
it's
above
a
the
little
nut?
thing that sits.
Yeah.
If you Google it on the Google
I
image,
woke
you'll
up
see
with
it.
my nuts hurting, Ed, and I had the doctor come by and take a look.
So
Yeah, nothing worse than waking up with that happening, Dale. I agree.
Yeah.
Go ahead, doctor.
The worst part of waking up is a knot in your nut.
Fun. So the sperm hangs out in that thing called the epididymis right before it goes up the vas deferens.
What's it doing when it's hanging out? Just smoking cigarettes?
It's on the swim platform, ready to go. Or
You've
ready
seen Woody
to jump out
Allen
of
in
the
that
plane.
movie, remember? Woody Allen there. Come on, boys, we're about to go.
Come on,
Exactly.
he's got to go to surgery.
They're just in the plane, ready to jump. And so what happens is sometimes you get an infection or inflammation of that. It's weird that you've got this upper respiratory, the cold thing going on right now, because sometimes you can get a viral epididymitis.
Okay.
But sometimes it can be bacterial. It's not an STD or anything like that. But the Z-Pack that you're taking right now is good for the upper respiratory stuff.
Right.
But it's an entirely different bug down below.
Okay.
So we might need to give you a different course or a different type of antibiotic for down there. So it's not a cancer. It's nothing else. I think it's just an inflammation or infection of that area.
All right. Well, I'll get that blood. So do I need to come by today or tomorrow?
I did your exam. We've got all your info, so we'll send it into your pharmacy.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's HEB 4 points.
You got it.
Okay, thank
Awesome.
you.
Thanks,
good to see you, sir.
Yeah,
and
good
please
to
come
see
back
y'all.
soon. You're going to come back and do our segment soon, right?
Good to see y'all.
I'm telling you guys right now.
I thought Bob was going to get some.
No, I'll just wait the week or 2 weeks it takes to see Dr. Shaw.
I got it. I had to wait a week. I'm
coming in Monday.
for the testosterone thing too.
Yeah, and speaking of which, so we were talking about the testosterone gels last time.
Yeah.
And I noticed that about 1 out of 10 people don't respond to the testosterone gels. It's just not absorbed.
Right.
And so we've actually come up with a couple of different options. One is a testosterone sublingual that dissolves under the tongue.
Oh, cool.
And another one is actually we've come up with a different
Well,
kind
that's
of cream and
this is
injectable.
what I'm coming to see you for is totally
So,
unrelated to that.
Yeah. So point
totally
is we've
unrelated
got
to
different
testosterone.
options,
I want to
but,
talk to you about peeing too.
Well, we can do
Okay, I'll make an appointment.
all your plumbing needs.
All right. Will you have him call me something in today?
Yeah.
Okay, and then
absolutely.
I'll
When I
make
get
an
into the
appointment, and
office.
I'll wait 2 or 3 weeks to come see you too, because
We'll take care of
I
that.
got to get the blood work done.
I'm dying, Doc, but I'll see you
Doc.
Monday. Don't worry about it.
You were on my schedule and you disappeared. I didn't see it.
Dr. Koshak
No, I'm
Shaw.
on next Monday.
Okay, next Monday.
But that's all
buddy.
right. Hopefully I'll live till then.
Okay.
But that's all right.
We'll see you, man.
Awesome, guys. Thanks. All right.
Glad the
Well, you
quarterback
want
got
him
looked
you want
at.
him to check your butt right now?
No, we'll talk Monday, I guess. I mean,
Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
I don't think he understands that it's a separate issue than
We
the
need a different
testosterone.
He said somebody had said his prostate was enlarged.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
All right.
We'll fix it.
all
We'll
right.
fix it. Thanks, sir. Good to
See
see you,
you, Doc.
man.
Everybody, you doing good?
Yeah, I'm not going to touch that. Is that the hand you use to touch Dale's?
Yeah, gloves
It's
on.
all good, though. Don't need to come back in. Just take some more antibiotics. Okay, good. Thanks.
How long are you